enjoy it out here. I truly do. I look forward to the next day. I guess I hope all the allotted time I have is upright and functional, and I don't want to linger in a nursing home. I don't think my wife wants me in the house all during the day, going from window to window. Okay. This week I spent some time digging up a farm field drain tile. This is some of the soil samples I took 3 and 4 foot down, and you can see there's this will go all the way through. You see it comes out both sides. And that's what nightcrawlers do. These are nightcrawler holes, not the little wigglers. Nightcrawlers will go deep, but they need to feed on the surface. If you do heavy fall tillage every year, in maybe 5, 6 years, 8 years, there'll be no nightcrawlers on that farm, because you've messed with their food supply and you've taken away their habitat. So how many years are you going to rebuild your house if it gets destroyed every fall? You're going to move, you're going to leave, or you're going to starve. Other thoughts? I worked with my dad. We had dairy cows. It was great in that it helped me get started, and I'm sure my dad enjoyed having help. I had a lot of energy. And he was set in his ways, tillage and disking and so forth. I always questioned some of that. There was many times he walked away from a conversation and shook his head. He would say, "I just don't understand where that boy gets his idea." Thought I didn't hear, but I heard him. Uh-oh, I jumped the gun. I gotta eject that and start over. Yeah, you do like you gotta do, I guess. All else fails, read the manual. Bell ejection. Bell, okay. Careful bell alarm. Okay, this is a cover crop field I planted after oats harvest. Each plant has a different root system, different depth. I have a daikon radish here. This is a very deep-rooted plant. It can go 3 or 4 feet deep. There is no way a mechanical tillage can loosen soil like these plant roots will. You will notice where wind has picked up dirt particles and blowing it. That's how we got the dust bowl from the 30s. And these plants will protect the soil. We own the property I grew up in. Spring of '72, my wife and I moved here. When we started, we didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. Dad bought that dairy farm in late '49. I was maybe 1 or 2 years old when they moved. I don't know, I never learned German. I think my mom wanted me to, but I never learned piano either, and that disappointed her. There's a hole in there. Shall we put some tape on it?
Yeah, we'll have to. That's a huge hole.
Holy smokes. I'd sooner think it got thin and caught rather than something bumped it. Lever forward. Loader control forward.
To go down.
Loader control. Yep. Oh.
Turn it on.
Okay. I survived. I see too much concrete, not enough greenery. Although the fire hydrants are green, that's a positive.
From each of those fields and put them in these tall tubes of water. And you can see this one with the conventional tillage is falling apart and it's clouding up the water. So that one doesn't have the organic matter that acts like a sponge. It's gonna run to your nearest stream, your neighbor's field, and make a big sediment spot in it. You want water that looks like this.
And if it has more organic matter, does that mean it's taking some carbon out of the air, put in there? And does that mean that that carbon will help hold nitrogen, and less nitrogen will go into drinking water for the city of Indianapolis?
Yep. Well, and you've been doing this system. How long have you been in this system? This field was last plowed in '88. I have fields that was last plowed in '73. And as far as I'm concerned, they'll never be plowed again, even after I'm dead and gone. I had cancer 4 years ago. Boy, I didn't know a man could be so weak. When it's tiring to sit in a chair, you're weak. Stage 4 lymphoma. It's considered the Roundup disease, lymphoma is, which I use Roundup. I remember one of the first examinations at the hospital, and they had a photo on the wall, a nice photo, and it was a foxtail, a weed grass. It opens the soil and it builds the soil, and then other things can grow. I thought, man, I'm gonna get over this. Of course, no one in the hospital had a clue what it meant to me, but it meant big time to me, big time. You don't want cancer. I'm thankful I'm still able to be active until supper time, and it takes, as you get older, it takes longer to do things. So between the two, there's always something I can do, or something that I should do. I kind of do my own thing.
agriculture still contributes more to the pollution than I realized.
It's a lot to catch up with. I don't know anything about farming, so I'm sure you guys have a lot
Neither
to
do a lot of
catch
farmers.
up to. Yeah.
It should be a study of biology, but it's not.
Yeah.
Our tillage has lowered the organic matter. We've actually kind of mined our soil.
So that's why they do no-till practices.
Yeah, that's one of them. That's why I started.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't think of plowing. I don't even till my garden anymore. Oh, you got some weeds to pull, but foxtail
That's good
mainly.
for you.
Yeah, I wish my wife would. It'd be good for her too, wouldn't it? But no, I think agriculture is, if a farmer can put paint on it or buy it out of a bag, then he's interested. But I don't know, there's a lot of factors, but I guess job one for agriculture is to keep your farm on your farm. Keep the dirt on the farm. Keep it there. This is big, reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. I'm not in Kansas anymore. That's huge. Life is good. I enjoy good health. It'll end someday. I think I'll be willing to accept that. I kept the farm together through cancer, so it would take a lot. I hope I have a lot of years left farming. I'm 74. I'd like to have 10, 15 years more, but it does cause some stress. It'd be nice to get rain when you want it and so forth, but it's a good life. I enjoyed it. I can probably say I enjoyed it to the point that the phrase, "you never work in a day in my life," holds true. It's a lot of hard work, but I guess I'd rather wear out than rust out. My dad, I never remember him taking a vacation. My brother and I bought him a fishing rod. I offered to take him fishing. He refused, thought he had work to do. That fishing rod was in the house behind the TV for I don't know how many years. And he's gone now. And now I have that fishing pole, and I never used it either.